Happy birthday, my Scorpio-Sagittarius cusp collective. I hope you all enjoy your birthday season over the next 6 days. Definitely let me know who's celebrating as you're watching this in the comments down below, or you can mention it in the chat if you're tuning in live. But I am excited here, okay, to get into your energy check-in reading. This is a timeless look into how the planets, the houses, the transits, the aspects, any zodiac signs or elemental energies are supporting and guiding you in the now moment. Okay, whenever you find this reading is when it's truly meant for you, okay, Scorp-Sag? So make sure you are open, you're tuning in, allowing your higher self to lead you and guide you through these messages. All right, hope that this live finds you all well. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I'm going to do a couple of shuffles here of this oracle deck, then we will ground and offer up gratitude so that you are open and centered and ready for these messages, okay? Feel free to go ahead and get started on whatever grounding and gratitude practice feels right and best for you in this moment. I will sound my singing bowl shortly, okay? I hear the word grounded. I heard stable, settled. Maybe some of you feel like you're settling into a new vibration or a new frequency, because I'm getting that as well. Something very new about your energy as you celebrate another trip around the sun here, Scorp-Sag. I just heard important. There's something important about this transit right now for you over the next 6 days, regardless of when you find this. Something about the next 6 days is going to be very, very important for your evolution, is what I just heard. Some part of your destiny might be activated at this time, or you might be stepping into like a new phase. Okay. All right, let's just go ahead and sound our singing bowl, okay? Again, do whatever gratitude or grounding meditation or practice feels right and best for you in this moment so that you're open to the messages that come forward. Here we go. Almighty Creator, my ascended and divine ancestors, and all holy angels, I thank you so much for being here with me. And with the Scorpio-Sagittarius cusp collective of energy here on YouTube and my soul tribe members. What planets, what houses, what transits, what aspects, what zodiac signs or elemental energies are guiding, supporting, or influencing Scorp-Sag in the now moment for their birthday season or whenever they find this? What's important for them to know and be aware of as far as their cosmic influences in the now moment? What's important for Scorp-Sag to be aware of cosmically? Whoa! All right, so there's a lot here. I've been guided to do one more shuffle. Okay. Cosmic energy for Scorpio-Sagittarius divine. Cosmic energy. You've got air element communicating, okay, vibration of 39. Breaking down into a 12, which is just a 3. So 3, 12, 39 might mean something to you. You also got Saturn return in age. Vibration of 50 here, breaking down into a 5, okay? Gives Capricorn energy for some of you all. Gemini energy here with this air element. What other cosmic energies are here? Ooh, yeah, the 8th house, endings and beginnings. Yeah, that's what I was picking up on. It's like the end of an era for some of you. It's an end of a huge cycle, something new beginning, okay? I feel like either communication, come on now, that's what I'm talking about, destiny, okay? Destiny. Your yod or your yod, however you want to say it, okay? Vibration of 38. Like that's literally, y'all, when I was tuning in during just kind of like the pre-shuffle of the cards, I literally saw this tree of life image. And it's like you're hitting a new spot on this tree of life in this moment, Saturn return. Gaining more wisdom, gaining more knowledge, okay? Being able or being in a position to actually implement what you know, aligning with some sort of destined event or destined phase of life, okay? So something that was either destined to end so that something new can begin, or a destined beginning after a lot of endings, I feel, okay? I love that that came out. Vibration of 32 here with the 8th house breaking down into another 5. So 55 might mean something to you, or the number 5 might mean something to you. Oh, okay, hold on. 39, we already did that, and again 5. Okay, so my number of people, you guys are covered up to this point. Communicating. Yeah, I really do feel like there's a new way of, for some of you it feels like thinking. I get a lot of vision energy off that air element. I think that's where I was picking up that settled energy. I think some of you are really starting to ground in this wisdom. Wisdoms from lessons learned, wisdom from your life thus far, being able to articulate it in a new way, understand it in a new way, communicate it, right? I think there's also going to be a lot of communication that comes to you from the divine during this season for you, Scorp Sag, getting a lot of downloads, a lot of messages. I get that it's like things that you would have maybe overlooked or just not put a lot of thought behind are starting to stand out a lot more. I just get that your senses are really tuned in to like the sounds around you. Sound might be very important here, Scorp Sag, for some of you. Hearing certain people speak or say certain things or certain songs. I get, yeah, there's like a sonic part of this. Okay, that's interesting. We'll hopefully get more on that, okay? But I feel like there's a lot of discipline that's come in for Scorp Sag here that's allowed you to really kind of steep yourself in this endings and beginnings energy. Having the discipline to end the things that need to end, and also having the discipline to start the things that need to start. I get that there, for some of you, there's going to be like a few ideas, like there's something that's going to come to mind, come to your mental energy. Something's either going to click, dots are going to get connected. It's some truth headed your way, because the air element is like an Ace of Swords energy. Some clarity is coming in. Maybe on why certain things had to end, Scorp Sag. Maybe there was a little bit of fog around, well, I don't get why this cycle had to end with, with this that I was pursuing, or with this person, or why did I have to end these relationships, or, in these ties and connections to certain places, people, things, thoughts, ideas. I really do feel like it has been, I just get the word tower. Maybe you guys have gone through a lot of tower moments lately. Something about that Pharaoh energy, though, with this 8th house, endings and beginnings, it's almost like you're stepping into like a new life. Like, how Egyptians believed in the afterlife, right? Which is why they were buried with all their possessions, or, there was a lot of sacredness around the burial process for Egyptians. And more importantly, pharaohs are those of like a higher order. I think that it's like, it might truly be the death of one life for you within a lifetime, right? So whether this is like a mental perspective that's coming to an end, so no longer seeing yourself as in a certain perspective, it's like now seeing yourself as a little bit more mature, a little bit more, again, wiser, more in tune. Some of you, this is just a season of fog that has just really maybe either plagued you for a while. It's coming into focus. It's like something's coming into focus for you, and I think it's going to be something that's really beneficial, something that is on time. Again, with that destiny card that wanted to peek out, it's like this, you're exactly where you need to be, Scorp Sag. Exactly where you need to be. No matter what your mind might try to tell you, or your ego might try to tell you, you should be here, you should be doing, it's like, no, you're exactly where you need to be in order to, I just got the word activate. Activate something, activate a new beginning, activate certain endings, activate some clarity. Yeah, I just think endings, clarity, and wisdom are kind of like the overarching themes here. Yeah. And you got the Grand Cross Provoker at the bottom of the deck. Let's see. What else? What does Scorp Sag have to look forward to after dealing with these three major energies, Divine? What does Scorp Sag have to look forward to? At the bottom of the deck. Might be new connections coming in here for you. Ooh. New networks, new connections, new people, new places, new things, new friends maybe. I don't know. Meeting new people, though I do get that there is like a social aspect to this. Maybe, Scorp Sag, you've been a bit of a hermit for a while. And Scorp Sag is like out and ready to play maybe a little bit. I don't know. I feel like you guys are feeling really good. Yeah, Piscean energy, I believe. I do think that there has been a big shift in your faith recently. In what you identify as your faith, what you believe in, what you know to be true. How you maybe like to communicate with the divine, maybe that's shifted and changed. Vibration of 24, maybe the 24th of November might mean something to you, or the 24th of whatever month you're watching this reading on. Okay, let's get a little deeper into this. Thank you so much, Divine. Tell me more about the 8th house, air element, and Saturn return for Scorpio-Sagittarius. Tell me more about the 8th house, air element, and Saturn return for Scorpio-Sagittarius. 8th house being your Scorpio energy. What's important about these endings and beginnings? Yeah. Exactly. 5 of Pentacles. I think that there's been this phase here, Scorp Sag, where you maybe felt really disconnected. Really disconnected, really almost like abandoned. I get maybe there have been a lot of abandonment wounds that someone's been dealing with here, or trying to face, or trying to heal through. The 5 of Pentacles could also be self-worth issues. Okay, not feeling worthy enough, not feeling like you have enough or you are enough. Maybe that's what's coming to an end. Yeah, this 5 of Pentacles vibration. Tell me more about what's coming to an end and what's beginning here. Oh, yeah. So what's coming to an end is the 5 of Pentacles. What's beginning is the 3 of Cups. Learning to enjoy where you are. Like I said, even if you are in this 5 of Pentacles, Scorp Sag, it's like that's exactly where you're meant to be. I know it's uncomfortable, right? It can feel a little cold. It could feel a little lonely. It could feel a little distance. But come on now, 6 of Wands. Ultimately, it's setting you up for a huge victory here. And I love when this happens, y'all. If you've been with me long enough, you know When the tarot clarifies the oracle in similar energies, you got the death card, Scorpio vibrations, 8th house energy. You've conquered something here. There's a huge reason to celebrate, and there's the high priestess and the new beginning, y'all. So where you once felt really disconnected, 5 of Pentacles, felt like you weren't worthy of something, or like, again, maybe this was a shift in your faith and in your beliefs, okay? Saturn in return. For those of you that don't know what a Saturn return is, it is the moment that Saturn comes back into the house that it was in when you were born. So according to your natal chart, wherever your Saturn placement is, Saturn takes about 27 to 30 years to do a full orbit through all of the houses. So some of you might be under a Saturn return now. If that's the case, your Saturn would be in Capricorn or Aquarius. And that's where you come into a deeper sense of wisdom. You come into a maturation process. It's aging, right? And you really do feel this sense of shedding of an old self. So it's almost like losing your baby teeth. Okay, Scorp Sag, and getting your adult teeth in. It's those types of milestones that the Saturn return brings, and it offers a lot of discipline. And I think for a while there was this lack of belief, Piscean energy, right? Lack of belief in your own inner high priestess, in your own intuition, feeling a little bit foolish, feeling maybe even a little like an outcast or an outsider due to your intuitive abilities for some of you all. I get that for a while you maybe pushed away your gifts. And I think you're stepping into an age where you're now celebrating this high priestess energy that's within you and embracing the new opportunities, the new beginnings, the new places, the new spaces that brings you to the high priestess and the fool. Because you have victory here, 6 of Wands, and death. You've conquered something here. For those of you that are Christians or read the Bible, it would be very similar to the process of Jesus conquering death. That's what the death card represents for me as a reader. Resurrection on that 3rd day, right? Overcoming something that seems to be fatal for everyone else. It's like something that either was set on your path, and I guess I want to say it like this, where many people would have buckled. I get that energy, Scorp Sag. Many people would have faltered. Many people would have stumbled. Many people wouldn't have been able to overcome it, find success in it, find victory over it, conquer it. Scorp Sag has. So whether it was this 5 of Pentacles energy, right, that you overcame in your life or that you're coming out of, or whether that 5 of Pentacles represents some sort of disconnect with your intuition or disconnect with the divine, hence why it's typically outside of a church or a holy place. Feeling a little left out in the cold by God for some of you. It's like there's maybe been this wrestling with your faith, wrestling with your faith system, your beliefs around God, the universe, the divine, okay? And it's like where a lot of people would have maybe pushed it all away because it was too intense. I feel like Scorp Sag embraced the intensity of it. High Priestess sat there, listened, absorbed it all. Okay, so now that you've gone through some sort of, I almost want to say rebirth here, some sort of spiritual ascension, Scorp Sag, now you're being granted this new energy because you've come out of that. Look at that death card though. You see how there's even this person that's like half a skull or half a mask on their face, right? It's like there's been some sort of shedding of an old you, Scorp Sag, and you're coming out victorious in it. And I feel like I can't stress that enough. Like there's a lot of reason to celebrate. Where many would have buckled, I feel like Scorp Sag stood strong. didn't fold, stayed solid in something. Something that I think you were dealing with personally. I don't necessarily feel like, I mean, this could have been friendships, maybe. This could have been a lot that was ending around you. I think you took on a period of isolation here for some of y'all, High Priestess and the Fool. And I think maybe it's that period of sitting between those pillars, becoming the High Priestess, activating your inner intuition, your inner feminine energy, right? Which again, it's not necessarily connected to gender. It's a principality that you've activated, and now you get to move forward with this High Priestess intact, where I feel like it was either, again, disconnected, pushed away, not fully believed in. Maybe you were second guessing your own intuitive abilities for a while. Like, do I really know? You know what I mean? Just kind of questioning how it all works and how you maybe know certain things, or how you became aware of certain things. Or some of you were like, I feel like that some of you were even led by your intuition when you didn't even know it, that's what was happening. It's like, oh, you just felt the need to do this, or move here, or talk to this person, or reach out to them, or go here. You know what I mean? I think you've been very led by your intuition without really connecting with the fact that that was your intuition guiding you, or your soul leading you. And so now that you're coming into this awareness that you do have some form of communication here with the spirit that lives within you and the spirit that's all around us, it's like, now how do I get disciplined around that to incorporate that into my daily life is what I feel. How do I take the High Priestess energy forward in this new beginning? Tell me more about this 8th house. Last message here for the 8th house, High Priestess and the Fool. What does Scorp Sag need to know about the High Priestess and the Fool? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Scorp Sag. It's been a long time coming. But you endured it. And you were wise. Yeah, that wisdom starting to kick in for you in a major way. It's like, at one point, that 5 of Pentacles might have felt like you were, again, outcasted on the outside, left out in the cold. Maybe it brought up some abandonment issues or woundings for you, okay? But what was really happening was God was either isolating you in order for you to activate this High Priestess energy, which the High Priestess is alone often, more often than not, in order for you to fall deeper into your intuition and feel a sense of accomplishment around that, or acknowledgement around that, or find some form of success or victory. Or I feel like it was like your High Priestess, that your inner High Priestess that wanted to be acknowledged by you, Scorp Sag. So in the same way you felt like you were being left out in the cold or separated or isolated, so did your higher self. So it was like coming into union with that. Reclaiming this inner High Priestess. And I do feel like this has been a long process for you, but that long process, I feel like that Knight of Pentacles is ready to move. That's like, I'm picking into that halo. It's like, okay, I'm getting the sign, I'm getting the energy around my crown chakra, getting the messages to move forward, to do something, okay, to take action in some way, or plant this seed here. Tell me more about this air element, though. What's this communication that's coming in for Scorp Sag? Something around work. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. Something you've been working on or working hard towards. That's that focus energy I was picking up on, though, in the beginning, right? It's like there's this level of vision and a level of focus around what Scorp Sag really wants, where they want to head. I think Scorp Sag is taking their time to figure this out, to work through the kinks here. That's what that 8 of Pentacles is saying. Like, yeah, I've fine-tuned everything that I had. Maybe this is a skill set that you're building upon here, Scorp Sag. Some of you might even get a message at work. Okay, tell me more about this message. Yeah, 3 of Wands, something that you've been anticipating or waiting on. I get a heavy anticipation. I just heard there's a move. Some of you might be asked to move for work. Like, hey, we need you to go here, or we're starting a new branch in this city. We need you to kind of run it. Yeah, the Hangman, there's that Piscean energy. Ooh, come on now, there you are, that Sagittarius energy, King of Wands. Wherever you're headed, wherever you feel led to go, definitely you can anticipate or expect to be successful. It's like someone either needs your creative talents with the King of Wands, someone needs your leadership abilities. King of Wands is like Archangel Gabriel energy, fire energy for me. Connects with Archangel Gabriel, which is all about leadership and communication. If you ever feel like you need help or assistance with leading something or guiding something in your life, or more communication, call on Archangel Gabriel. It's the King of Wands. I really feel like, Scorp Sag, you've been working really hard on something around your communication. Whether this was you learning how to, like I was saying in the beginning, learning how to articulate yourself a little bit better. Maybe learning how to speak up for yourself or set certain boundaries, or how could I say that? It's something that you were fixed in for a while with that Scorpio energy. The Hangman also says that there's been this enlightenment, like I said, whatever isolation, whatever pause you might have felt, especially with the Knight of Pentacles and the Hangman. Some sort of stall energy that you've gone through, I feel like is now picking up. You can anticipate energy moving forward. Because I think whatever you needed to work out within yourself, first and foremost here, Scorp Sag, or work out in your perception or perspective of the world around you, of the environment that you're in, has been clean. It's been cleared. It's like you've been given the green light here, this Saturn return energy. I feel like Saturn's coming in to say, like, job well done, 6 of Wands. And the Death card, right? You've conquered whatever tests, whatever discipline measures, whatever restrictions that were placed on you. I think you handled it with the 3 of Cups type of energy. It didn't dampen your spirit, Scorp Sag. I think that that's why you're being granted this Fool energy, this new beginning, especially in tandem with the High Priestess. You didn't let whatever your circumstances were stop you from either focusing on your work, learning whatever lessons you needed to learn, stop you from celebrating yourself or celebrating where you were. It's like it didn't harden you. It almost feels like it softened you a little bit. I don't know why that's coming through. Maybe some of you feel a little bit more soft because of this. It's like, that's what I'm saying, where like a lot of people would have either hardened or fumbled or kind of like tripped up over themselves on this stall energy. I think Scorp Sag was like, oh, okay, nothing's moving. Like, we're in the 5 of Pentacles. We're in this Hangman energy. I need to see something differently. Okay, great. Wonderful. You know what I mean? Like, just really took it on the chin is what I want to say. A lot of major changes, though, with this Death card energy. Maybe even experiencing a lot of physical death around you, okay? And my condolences for those of you who have lost people close to you, okay? Because I get that a little bit too, and maybe that's what brought you deeper into this High Priestess energy. Like, life's too short to not look at this moment or be present and celebrate the fact that I have life in this moment, right? Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of changes that have happened in your life recently, Scorp Sag, that I think has brought you closer to the divine, closer to your spiritual nature, your spirituality. Come on now, 2 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups, exactly. Exactly. Coming into a deeper union, 2 of Cups. First and foremost with yourself. Second with those around you. And the Six of Cups, I think it's helped you make peace with a lot of things that were in your past. I get that that King of Wands and the Three of Wands is like, in the Six of Cups is like, okay, that was my past. I made peace with it. I'm good with it all. I'm looking forward. Three of Wands. I'm ready for the next step, the next cliff I need to jump off of. And I'm doing so in the King of Wands energy, which is very confident, right? It's like Scorp-Sag is moving into a season where actions are absolutely going to speak louder than any words Scorp-Sag could ever say. Where I really do feel like, especially with the air element and that communication piece, and for like no swords to really even be out here, it's like, yeah, Scorp-Sag is getting a lot better at communicating through action. It's like that saying, I don't really talk about it, I'll be about it, right? It's like, yeah, Scorp-Sag is starting to walk the walk, not necessarily just talk it. It's like I'm actually walking it. This is my path. And making peace around that, though, that's what I think is so beautiful about this energy, because it's, I don't get any fear, I don't get any disappointments. I really do feel like whatever challenges that were thrown your way, I feel like over maybe the past 3 years here, Scorp-Sag, so think back as far as you can. Even if it felt like a struggle at times, I think the way you were able to maintain this King of Wands energy and the High Priestess energy and the Six of Wands energy, it's like and the Three of Wands, it's like you never lost hope. You never let anything that was an obstacle or that was sent to slow you down or hang you upside down dampen your optimism about, okay, well, eventually I'll have to fall down from this tree, right? Like eventually things will move. So I'm just going to have faith in that. And I think that's where that inner High Priestess started really showing up for you in different ways. Come on now. Not a sword in sight. Communicating with the energy. Ooh, energy speaks louder than any words could. I'm not going to waste my time talking. I'm going to just do it. That's the King of Wands. I'm not about to announce. I'm going to just do. It'll just be. Right? I let my energy speak for me. And I think that that's something that Scorp-Sag is mastering here with the King of Wands and the Three of Wands. It's really, really beautiful, though, with that Two of Cups, too. I think there was a lot of relational energies here, Scorp-Sag, that I think you are leaving in the past. Like I don't see Scorp-Sag like holding on to anything, especially not with the Fool here. It's like Scorp-Sag is packing light, moving forward. It's like out of whatever relationships or connections, again, whether romantic or platonic, from your past, Six of Cups, things that either bring out some sort of emotion in you. I think with the Hangman and the Eight of Pentacles, I think you've reviewed all of those Two of Cups situations and scenarios and worked out your own kinks around it. It's like, okay, here's what I'm responsible for. These 8 Pentacles. I'm going to work on this one because, yeah, this one was maybe a little dented, or, yeah, maybe I fed too much into that, or maybe I didn't see this, or I didn't hold a healthy boundary there. It's like, I think Scorp-Sag is really, again, Saturn return, age. Not blaming anybody, not pointing the finger, not pushing it off on anyone else. I think Scorp-Sag really sat in this High Priestess and said, okay, what do I need to focus on and work on within me in order to have victory, in order to have success, in order to move forward? And I think you've done that. And along with that has come this new belief system, this new strength, this new confidence, this new understanding, this new clarity. Okay, Queen of Swords, here we go. Like I said, some of you could have a Saturn in Aquarius. You would definitely be under your Saturn return right now. Chariot, some of you, maybe your Saturn's in Cancer. So it wouldn't necessarily be a Saturn return for you in this particular moment. But yeah, it would be this energy of wisdom, the Two of Swords with the Queen of Swords. Right, it's like, what do you believe, Scorpio-Sag? Yeah, the Hierophant. Come on now. Now you have a true pair out here. The High Priestess and the Hierophant. Page of Pentacles. What did I need to learn? Like I said, Queen of Swords, I think you're absolutely getting a lot clearer around your boundaries, what you will and won't tolerate, what your truth is for you, right? Because that Two of Swords can be some sort of indecision. And I think I've been picking up on that for a while here for you, Scorpio-Sag, where it's just like, I don't know what to believe. This could be true. That could be true. This and that could be true at the same time. I don't know. Who am I to say? But then I think this Saturn energy says, well, yeah, you're Scorpio-Sag to say. Queen of Swords. You do get a say in what you think and what you believe and how you move forward. It's like, again, I just get a lot of accountability that Scorpio-Sag has been working on for a while, and that's why things are moving forward for you in such a very beautiful way and in an alignment. That Destiny card that wanted to pop out earlier, Chariot, the Hierophant, the High Priestess, Six of Wands. Page of Pentacles says, like, you're learning how to value your time. Like I said, maybe there has been a lot of death and it's like, you know what? I'm going to live in this moment. I'm going to cherish the present. Tomorrow's not promised. As morbid as that might sound, I really do think that's motivated Scorpio-Sag here in some way to really invest themselves wisely. Wisdom, Page of Pentacles, learning how to utilize your Queen of Swords in order to sort through some difficult decisions or to stand up or stand in what you believe a little bit more confidently. King of Wands, Hierophant. It's like, again, it's becoming a way of life for you. It's like integrating this High Priestess energy as a way of life, which is allowing you to show up as the Hierophant, the Chariot. You're headed towards this Hierophant energy, where it's not only just what's happening in your inner world, the High Priestess, it's now starting to reflect in your outer world. Some of you do have a lot of wisdom that you've gained, maybe wisdom before your time, depending on your age, right? But I think that's the Page of Pentacles. You studied, like I said, with the Eight of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Two of Cups. You studied. You didn't cast it off on other people and say, oh, well, you know, I didn't do anything wrong, so let you know. It's like, okay, well, where did I go wrong in this? Let me dig deep within myself and figure that out so that I can't make the same mistake forward, like moving forward. You know what I mean? It's like, I think that's that Page of Pentacles. I think you're also learning that your intuition and what you know can be relied upon. It's like, Scorpio-Sag, maybe in a very humble way, it's like, I don't know anything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know much. And I think that's what Saturn's trying to say, like, no, you definitely know. You know more than you give yourself credit for. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. And I just get that you can trust yourself. You can trust yourself, Scorpio-Sag. You're not a newbie. It might feel like that, but I really do feel like, Scorpio-Sag, I think you need to give yourself a little bit more credit for what you've been able to integrate into your life as far as lessons are concerned, knowledge is concerned. understanding is concerned, openness is concerned, right? I think that's the thing. You have a lot more knowledge than you give yourself credit for, but I think that's where that Two of Swords is coming from. It's like, do I know that I know this? Is this really what I know? Or am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. It's like there was this little tinge of doubt that I think is melting away now. And it's like, no, like 9 times out of 10, I'm the Queen of Swords. I'm like, I'm on point with what I see, what I know. So how do I strengthen that ability? How do I learn more of how to tap into that? And that's what's ultimately going to give you some sort of advancement in your life path. It's like, again, moving you into this next chapter. Tell me more about the Chariot and the Hierophant here for Saturn return. Come on now. Come on now, this new chapter. Ace of Pentacles. You've earned it. And the Moon. You've earned it. You learned how to listen to your intuition. You learned how to read the energy around you and be confident in what you were picking up on. You learned how to hold yourself accountable. You learned how to face your own darkness. The Moon. Yeah. You learned how to face your own darkness. That's what Saturn came and gifted you, this Ace of Pentacles. Because you were able to conquer whatever this Five of Pentacles energy represents for you. Whatever that Hangman was, this Knight of Pentacles, I do think that there was some sort of hold up or some sort of slowdown or something that was blocking either your finances, your career in some way. And I just see that maybe, okay, well, some of y'all, some of you guys, this could have been like a relationship from the past that was causing some sort of blockage for you. Or a connection. It doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a relationship with a parent, with a family member, a sibling, a cousin, a friend, maybe a significant other or a partner of some sort, okay? Maybe even a connection with a business, a career, like I was saying. Something was definitely holding you back for a while, and I think that that barrier has been lifted because you weren't afraid to face your Moon. You weren't afraid to sit in the darkness. High Priestess. There's a reason why there's a Moon in the High Priestess card. You weren't afraid. Yeah. I feel like I want to get 3 more. Let's get 3 more. So tell me the last message here for this 8th house for Scorpio Sag. 3 of Pentacles, exactly. Ushering endings for new things to begin. Like I said, some of you are going to make new connections here that you're going to build with, you're going to grow with. Okay? I do get a lot of energy around family. Okay, so maybe some family dynamics have changed for you. That kind of pushed you a little deeper into this High Priestess energy. Yeah, you got the 5 of Wands here for the air element. It's like no more battling yourself or battling others. Some of you, there was some sort of internal conflict or external conflict with someone else that was maybe holding you back. I think it was all energetic for the most part. I think some of you maybe even made peace or detached from a 2 of Cups energy that was causing this conflict, that was keeping you stuck and stagnant. You took the time to kind of enlighten yourself around it. You did whatever work you needed to do, 8 of Pentacles, to shift through this, to find a solution to this 5 of Wands energy. And you 6 of Cups it. You was like, okay, I don't have any either animosity, I don't have any conflict, I don't have any anger, I don't have any, really, like, it's a neutral energy I get. 6 of Cups is really neutral. I think this is what was either sent to try to, it's like a challenge. Something was challenging you energetically. Maybe this was spiritual warfare for you, Scorp Sag. Maybe that was spiritual warfare through the people and places and things you were connected to from your past, or things that happened in past in the past, in certain relationships that you held valuable or held as an importance. But you've conquered that, though. I think you've overcome whatever this holding back or this slow down energy was. Tell me more about Saturn return. Last message for Saturn return. What does Saturn want to say to Scorp Sag? Another ace. Yeah, congratulations, Scorp Sag. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Ace of Wands, it's like a new spiritual energy, new inspiration, new creative energy, new creative ideas. It's a new spark. I really do feel like with the Fool, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, Scorp Sag has been granted almost like a whole new life. That's what I get. It's like this old version of you has completely faded out. It served its purpose. You did right by that old version of yourself, right? I think you've held some sort of I don't even know why they're giving this to me, but it's like a sacred memorial. Like, that old version of me got me where I am today. And I'm grateful for that me, or those times, or those connections and those relationships. Again, it's like there's no bad feeling, harsh feeling, ill will, ill intent, resentment. I don't get any of that. I just get lightness with the Fool. Even amidst the challenges, it's like, I'm not going to let this stop me. Even in stillness, I think you were still finding movement in new ways. I really do feel like, Scorp Sag, you got to give yourself a little bit more credit. Yeah. 8 of Cups, walking away from certain beliefs. Maybe you believed in the people around you, or the people you were connected to, or the people you had relationships with, okay? Your belief around those connections, hey man, it's like you had to see it from a different point of view and work through that. Maybe there was some sort of illusion you were under here, especially with the moon here. Believing in the illusion that either you wanted to believe in, right? Because it either made you feel safe or kept things copacetic. But with that death energy and the Scorpio and the endings and beginnings, that means the veil was absolutely lifted on some connections that you had. And I do think for some of you, this might have been family with the 3 of Pentacles out here. Might have been village, might have been community, people you were connected to, people at work, friendships, whatever. Maybe all of the above. It's like, I think the veil was lifted, and so what you believed was real might not have been. But again, I don't see any heartbreak about it. I don't see any, you know what I mean? I don't see any major down other than the 5 of Pentacles. So yeah, I think there was some sort of emotional energy that you had to work through that was either keeping your career stuck, maybe it was slowing down your finances, maybe it was just causing you to feel a little unstable or out in the cold or a little cut off, isolated. Like, everything else could have been great, but it's just you felt internally isolated. And again, 8 of Pentacles, you were able to, and 8 of Pentacles, yeah, 8 of Cups. You were able to walk away from that. You were able to release it. That maybe what I saw wasn't real, and okay, I'll accept that. Maybe the people that I held at a high regard aren't, you know what I mean, not necessarily worthy of that. Maybe the people I was trying to keep up connections with were actually working against me. Okay. You know what I mean? I just get a lot of acceptance. So let's see what's behind this 8 of Cups. You got the Knight of Cups, yeah. And the 2 of Wands. Meaning, even though you had to let go of some things, alter your beliefs, fall out of some sort of delusion or illusion that was presented to you, or maybe that you even created yourself, Scorp Sag, okay? We all do it. Especially with the 6 of Cups. Some form of nostalgia that was holding you back or keeping you tethered or in 2 of Cups situations that you had outgrown, I feel. 5 of Wands, 8 of Wands. That you had shifted out of. And again, it's the Knight of Cups. Like I was saying, it's like it's not holding any sort of drama around it. I don't get that. Knight of Cups. It's like I still care, but it's a different type of care. I don't know. I also get I just heard the word freedom. Again, yeah, there was something that was definitely holding you back for a while that you've been able to let go and you've been able to walk away from and release. I do feel like it might have been some sort of relational energies. Somehow you either related to something in a certain way, a relationship that was maybe holding you back, holding on to the memories of the past with someone, not facing the reality of who they are or where you are in this moment. You know what I mean? It's like, well, we had such good times in the past, or everything was good back then. It's like, okay, but what's happening in the now? I feel like Scorp Sag is now acknowledging the now. And now making decisions and judgments and actions based on the now. Not the nostalgia of it all, or not what Scorp Sag wants to believe. From a very Six of Cups, innocent, genuine place. I want to believe that this Two of Cups is good, or I want to believe because, you know what I mean? I just think you're really dealing with the reality that there were some conflicts here, or just some energies that might not have been for your greatest good, or somehow working against you here. Whether these were energies within yourself or energies from outside people. Scorp Sag has let that go with their heart intact. Knight of Cups, which I love. And you're granted an Ace of Pentacles and an Ace of Wands. You have your High Priestess and your Hierophant intact here. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful energy. Let's just go ahead and see what the highest vibrational outcome might be here, Scorp Sag, for you all, and what you need to focus on moving forward. Some of you, this was definitely like your spirit, your High Priestess was trying to tell you something. And I think you were having a hard time believing it because it was about a connection or a relationship or something that you were energetically or emotionally attached to, that you wanted to believe the best in, or wanted to see the good in, or that you had a lot of optimism around. But I think you allowed your higher self, this High Priestess energy, this Hierophant energy, to show you what you needed to see, the Hangman. And what you saw, I think, was the Five of Wands. It's like, oh, that's actually working against me, or they're actually working against me, or that belief is keeping me stuck and stagnant. Oh, okay, let me work that out. Eight of Pentacles. So good. I feel like you've conquered something major here, Scorp Sag. Congratulations to those of you that resonate with this. Divine, tell me what's in the highest energetic outcome of these two aces, this Ace of Wands and this Ace of Pentacles for Scorp Sag. What do they have to look forward to with these aces? Yeah, change. Okay, clearly. A lot of powerful changes and power right there. Coming and headed your way here, Scorp Sag. Over the next month, okay? Tell me more about what's to come for these two aces, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles for Scorp Sag. Yeah, inner peace, love that. Trust. That's what I was saying. It's like you can trust yourself, Scorp Sag. You can trust that you know what you know. You can trust your higher self. You can trust your High Priestess energy. You can trust the Hierophant. It's like, because yeah, I feel like this came from a very good place in some of y'all's hearts here. It's like, oh, even though your higher self was telling you, I just don't think you wanted to believe it. I don't think you wanted to believe. I think you wanted to hold on to the good in something or the good in someone. But like I can definitely feel that there were a few towers here, even though they're not present. I think these were towers in the past that maybe it just took a while to really accept. But now you're going to be entering this new cycle here with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles that's offering you a lot of inner peace, a lot of trust, not only in yourself, but trust in the people around you, trust in your surroundings, trust in the path forward. And ultimately, a change that I think is really needed for you. A change that's going to be very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Sudden change, though, with the lightning there. These changes might happen abruptly. So your ability to adapt is definitely going to be important here, okay? Especially with the Eight of Wands. Something either might get communicated and that might change things for you really quickly. Again, like I said, some of you, this could even be like your job saying, hey, we need you to move to a new city and open something new or lead a new branch or lead a new project over here. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be a welcome change, though. It's just going to happen fast for some of y'all. Tell me more. What else? Last message. What does Scorp Sag need to focus on when it comes to these two aces? Yeah. Enlightenment and, let me put this over here. Enlightenment and thriving. That's what you got to focus on. Focus on thriving in the environment that you're in, doing what you need to do in order to thrive. Focus on the lessons and the wisdom that you've gained, what the divine has shown you. The divine hasn't shown you that just for fun here, Scorp Sag. There's absolutely a reason and a purpose behind it for you to be in the know or hyper aware of something is what I feel with this enlightenment. Last message here for Scorp Sag when it comes to this energy, divine. Patience. Maybe that's what this whole lull or stall was all about, Scorp Sag. Yeah, patience and release. That understanding that releasing things can sometimes happen quickly, but more often than not, they take time. Knight of Pentacles. It takes patience. It takes patience. Some of you have been very, very patient with your process, okay? And I think Saturn's coming in here to reward you for that, giving you the gift of enlightenment, Ace of Wands, and the gift of a new stability. Whether this is stability within yourself, again, within your career, within your relationships, within your environment somehow. A new seed to plant that will absolutely grow. But you've learned this lesson of patience. Okay? You've become the crane is what I feel. Not in a rush anymore, not trying to rush out of situations, not trying to rush away from things that are uncomfortable. It's like you've learned to just sit in it, deal with it, and work through it. The only way is through, right? That's beautiful, Scorp Sag, okay? I hope that this energy check-in reading served you all well. Happy birthday again, Scorp Sag, for those of you that will be celebrating over the next 6 days. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that you had a wonderful week and are looking forward to a beautiful weekend. Definitely let me know what resonated from this reading with you in the comments down below, okay? I do appreciate that. It helps me out as a reader, and I enjoy connecting with you guys that way. But until next time, Scorp Sag, okay? Stand in this new power that you're granted, okay? Keep working on trusting yourself and know and believe and trust that you will be thriving if you aren't already. Those changes that need to happen in order for you to thrive, in order for you to have this inner peace are coming. Be patient. Continue to be patient with your process, okay? I'll see y'all in the next one. Namaste.